patriarchy would give young people access to, or young men access to resources. Let's take a case in maybe Meru. You immediately, by the time you're 13, 14, you have a resource in terms of a farm, a Mira farm. And I think generally that was what existed. But with the laws that were there prior to the current constitution, you'd find that for a woman to own land and make revenue from the land was something that was not a practice. So patriarchy gave the male access to resources quite easily, unlike for the woman, and therefore creating that dependency. But I think over time what has happened, the society has changed, because girls have accessed education, girls are able to access a reasonable income, they're able to grow their careers.
They're equally educated as the men.
And so the dynamic between, the men and female, dependency equation is kind of like a converse to some extent. And given the uncertainty around economic stability both for men and women, at any given time it shifts between the men and women, and that interferes with the dynamics and the negotiation between the two. So for me, I feel like as we go on, as time goes on, we need men allies to understand, what is happening in terms of violations. We see men actually emerging, and I think I've done a study in my capacity as an academic on the men's conference, and I looked at, what the tweets were saying. The feeds from Facebook were saying, the argument of feeling kind of oppressed and kind of forced into expenditures that they don't find meaningful. And therefore it is just an indication as we go along with the Americs, and it's just an indication that there is some instability in how economic dynamics play between male and female, and therefore it doesn't just mean that it's just women violated. It could also be converse.
Men who have been violated as well.